All right, as we head towards free agency, one of the biggest quarterback names out there is looking for a revitalization to his career, a rebound, a rebirth, if you would. Of course, I'm talking about Mr. Dangerous, Russell Wilson, the former guy who was the man, a Super Bowl champion, a guy whose career was heading towards a Hall of Fame trajectory. He's looking for a rebound after his 2-season flame out with the Denver Broncos, trying to get back, trying to prove to people who he used to be. He can still be good. And look, Russell was solid last year after being absolutely horrendous his first year in Denver under Nathaniel Hackett. He was solid last year for Sean Payton. He wasn't great. He wasn't anything special, but he was good enough to win them games. I don't think he really held that team back. There was a lot of other issues going on, but it just didn't work with Sean Payton. Now, I have my own opinions on Sean Payton and how I think he's the most overrated coach in NFL history, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Russ. What is Russ's market? He's been linked to a couple of teams, one more, most in particular, the Pittsburgh Steelers, but kind of a shocker today, word getting out that he actually stopped and did an exploratory visit with the New York Giants prior to his visit with the Steelers that was going to be taking place today. Very interesting because there's been a lot of buzz and a lot of rumors about the Giants potentially moving on from Daniel Jones. As one person has put it, major buyer's remorse with the Giants. They just extended Daniel Jones last offseason, $40 million per year. At the time I called it out, I said this was a disaster signing. I mean, Daniel Jones had 2 good games prior to this season. I mean, he won a playoff game, but it was his only good games were against the worst passing defense in the NFL in my Vikings. So it made no sense to extend him to that massive deal when your best player on your team was Saquon Barkley and you didn't get him and he's now gone. So they got major buyer's remorse. And their talk is, could they be looking to draft a quarterback? They hold a top 10 pick in this year's draft. They could really get aggressive and go get one of those guys. But the problem is, maybe they get the 3rd or 4th quarterback. They're not going to be able to crack into that top 2 because it seems like Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels are going 1 and 2 pretty much no matter what, and it's going to be Chicago and Washington. I would be floored if that's not the results. So maybe you bring in Russ, you test him with Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is coming off an ACL injury that he sustained in November, so he's probably not going to be 100%. Maybe you're able to draft a guy at the top end of the second round, a Bo Nix, a Michael Penix type, because I don't know if Russ is really going to be getting a starting job anywhere in the NFL. Now, could he be open to competition? Absolutely. But there's a lot of things to be weighing on this. The big thing is Broncos are paying $37 million to have him not play for them. So you're going to be able to get Russ for a vet minimum contract. A lot of people are talking about $1.2 million. Very, very affordable. But I don't know if it's going to be like that. He has a lot of input from his wife, Ciara. She wants them to go to a bigger city. It feels like Pittsburgh doesn't necessarily feel like that kind of city for her. And why would she, settle for that 1.2 minimum? They're going to be trying to get $8-10 million. But if Russ is dead serious about a comeback, if he's getting rid of this nonsense kind of political attitude, I should say, like trying to be, make everyone happy, not being genuine, it's been coming off that he seems fake. And everyone says he seems fake. The Legion of Boom, Seattle, it ended poorly with them, openly criticizing Russ. He's not a genuine person. And we've seen the same thing in Denver. He's not real. He's just kind of fake. And that's what happens. Sometimes he gets sucked up into this world of stardom and, celebrity, and he's not acting like a real guy. He's acting like a celebrity, and you can't have that. You have to be genuine. When you're leading 52 men as the quarterback of a team, you gotta be real. This is a man's game. You gotta keep it real, and that's been a real problem from Russell Wilson in the later parts of his career. So could Pittsburgh be a spot also where he finds that rebirth, that rejump? Like I said, if he takes that vet minimum, I will start to take Russ seriously. He wasn't awful last year, but he still hasn't been great. He isn't able to push the ball downfield. Pittsburgh, a team that's been, perceived as an elite culture team in the NFL. Obviously, all the Super Bowl wins, only 3 head coaches in their entire franchise history. But in years recent, Mike Tomlin has kind of lost a little bit of that locker room. He's always consistent. They always win games, but they have not had much playoff success since winning that Super Bowl back in 2008. it was. So 2009 Super Bowl, 2008 season, they won that Super Bowl against the Cardinals. Haven't really done anything since then. Not a lot of success. That's way too long for the Steelers. And look at the guys they've had in that locker room. We got crazy guys in that locker room going all over that. Russ is going to take the credit if he finds any sort of success with Pittsburgh. And I don't know if that's going to sit well with a team that's led by a very good defense. TJ Watt, one of the best defenders in the league. And what about his wide receivers? We've seen offensive teammates butt heads with Russell, yell at him, chew him out on the sidelines. George Pickens is kind of a madman. We see him get frustrated this year with Kenny Pickett, who's been absolutely abysmal, one of the worst quarterbacks in the league. I mean, he can't throw touchdowns to save his life. Mason Rudolph did a good job. They got them to 10 wins, but we kind of know what Mason Rudolph is. He was really bad in that playoff game against Buffalo, but he's okay. Could Russell Wilson push Kenny Pickett or maybe take the job from Mason Rudolph? Possibly, but it's just not going to sit right. Like I said, George Pickens is complaining now. When Russell's doing his fake nonsense in Pittsburgh, George Pickens is going to lose his damn mind. He misses a throw, he's going to go apeshit on him. It's going to be absolutely a bad fit for him. I just don't think Pittsburgh has that kind of track record for Russell Wilson. But what about Vegas? Vegas seems to be as true as it gets now. You got guys like Max Crosby. You sign Antonio Pierce as your head coach. He's a real one. He's a defensive guy, played in this league for a long time. He's going to keep it real. So I don't know if Russ kind of fits with them either. It just feels like the market for Russ isn't going to be very big. And I don't know if he's going to find himself as a starting quarterback in this league next season. I don't know. Now, there's plenty of bad teams with bad quarterbacks that could, plug and play him, I guess. But I don't know if he's going to have a starting job going into week 1 next season. It's really kind of sad. I was a huge Russell Wilson fan, but when he started his career, obviously loved him coming out of college. And it's just like, he's changed. He's fallen out of favor. It's just hasn't been a good finish to his career. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Where is Russ going? Is he going anywhere? Could he be a starting quarterback next season? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you haven't already, drop a quick like on this video. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. We got new sports content every single day. If you want to support the channel more, click that join button. Sign up for a channel membership. You get access to all sorts of cool stuff. Exclusive video catalog. We're slowly building that up. Give you guys more great content. Help support me. Allows me to keep making this great stuff for you guys every single day. Again, like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you all tomorrow.